You know, for me, you know, my years was not as low as was the old man over there, Pineapple. But you know, I grew up in the '80s, and you know, from junior high, you know, I started getting into trouble. You know, kid stuff, and you know, in Santa Ana, at that time, it was a big, small community over there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just started hanging out with my, you know, the little homie. You know, my brother. I used to look up to my brothers. You know, for my neighborhood, and you know, them fools used to beat me up. Hey, get out of here, you know. And and got a little older. I told him, man, fuck y'all, man. You know, I'm gonna go do my own thing with the crew that I had. You know,
Right, right.
so you know, the crew that I had, man. You know, we did our thing, man. You know, we're the one that probably put the hood on the map.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you know, my brother and they're from the first generation. We're from the second generation. You know,
Right.
second generation math down. You know, in the R. You know, at that time we was hoodlums. You know, it was a clique from, you know, part of the R's, and you know, we did our thing. From there, you know, I got into a lot of troubles, man. I got involved in stealing cars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, time I went to juvenile hall, you know, I fell asleep in a stolen car at 14. You know,
Oh, damn.
and them fools came in, you know, got me knocking the door, and you know, took me to juvenile hall. I did a little 4 months. You know,
Mm-hmm.
from there, you know, I loved it. You know, so from there, my criminal lifestyle continued, man, until I got, you know, turned 18. When I turned 18, they sent me to the county jail because I was too old for juvenile hall.
Damn.
You know, and went to county jail, finished my little 2 months I had left, and after that, got out. You know, I keep getting into trouble. I got busted for, you know, for possession of guns and stuff in the car,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, and more shit. You know, and then you know, before that though, you know, my auntie was seeing me getting to a lot of going in and out of juvenile hall. She sent me to Utah to go stay with my uncle in Utah. Then you know, in 85, you know, I went up there, stayed in Utah. You know, got involved in, you know, with little groups, and I started forming my, you know, the R up there.
Yeah.
And my nah. He sent me right back. You know, like 4 months later.
Damn.
You know, came over there, 86, went back to juvenile hall, came back. My auntie like, oh, you can't stay over here. So she shot me to Compton to go stay with my uncle in Compton Park Village. And that was the wrong place to go, you know, to send me to, man. Because you know, my cousins that I stay with, Rika and, you know, and Primo and all of them. And them fools wanted to jump me in to be Park Village and shit. I said, hell no. You know, and, you know, stay there for like 6 months. And, you know, my uncle was like, oh no, man, I got they sent me right back to Santa Ana, and, you know, continue on. I was just like a, you know, like a bad kid, man, back in the days. And I didn't want to listen to my auntie and my uncle that raised me. And from there, you know, I ended up connected back with my mom in Samoa in '89,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, that was like, you know, that was like the best thing for me to go over there. So I wanted to go stay with my mom. Man, I stayed over there for like 7 months, and then you know, my mom was in the same stuff I was in. You know, my mom, you know, she was young, partying and smoking weed. I was doing all that stuff with her. You know,
Damn.
so me and her didn't see eye to eye, and I ended up found out about my dad. You know, in Hawaii, and you know, went and kicked it with my dad, and man, that was the best thing, man. You know, because I first met my dad in '90, in the beginning of '90, and you know, I loved it, man. You know, me and my dad got along real good, and then my auntie passed away over here that raised me. I had to come back. You know, I had to come back and then see my auntie off, and 2 months later, after I think like 2-3 weeks later,
Hmm.
I stopped by my cousin's house. After coming back from Hawaii, man, rival gang members just pulled up on us and you know start start shooting at me and my brothers. And
Damn.
I was in the hospital for like 3 weeks. I had you know one of the bags on my side, and
Mm.
you know 2 months later, I was in the county jail with that bag. I had that bag for like
Oh,
almost almost 10 months, and I was fighting everybody in the county jail, man. All the enemigos and
yeah.
everybody else into it
Hmm.
on the street. And the thing that really got me, man, was my little sister, man. And she came and visited me. She came and visited me, and that's my real sibling, man. It was we
Yeah.
both got the same mom, and she was pregnant with you, Cyrus. And she told me she was pregnant, and uh, for me, man, that really hurts because I was gonna leave her out here by herself. You know, uh, but I love my sister, man, and that really hurts me, man. That I'm not gonna be out here to by her side, watch her kids grow. If, I think one picture that you guys had on the on the intro with me with that little picture,
Oh yeah.
that was you know everywhere I had, man, I was proud, man. That that I had somebody that my nephew, and I just carry that picture every day in my back pocket, right? Uh, but man, yeah, that was I went to prison, after that, and from '92, I was still doing the same shit, man.
Right.
I went, not only, I was in the gang over here. I got involved in that USO movement in prison. You know, uh, and I was on the 4 yard for almost 20 years, man. And like who's was on here, man. They know what time it is, man. And we come together in there, like and that's when I first got out here, man. When I heard that that those what's those the boxer that got at me. Say who's you want to tap into the just this thing with the Usos and it's all the Usos from the pen, man. Like, oh yeah, like all right. So I tapped in, and we used to start chopping it up with the Usos, and with the daily devotion that I used to read that every day, man. Because in prison, my last 10 years, my wife, she wasn't my wife at the time, but she got back into my life, man. She's the one that changed me, and she's the one that kind of whisper in my ear, that God's gonna get if you believe, man, God's gonna get you back out. And I was seeing all these lifers paroling, and
Yeah.
I was still at that time I went down to level 3. I was in Ironwood when me and my wife got together, and she was like, she's the one that put that little bird in my ear, and
Hmm.
just tell me, hey, you want to go home? Just you gotta stop what you're doing. I was still doing, selling drugs, selling phones, all that stuff. And uh and few years later, man, you know, me and her got married. She continued to tell me, to inspire me to stay out of trouble. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be out here today, man. And and she passed away, man. She passed away a year before I got out.
Sorry to hear that.
And with that trick kind of triggered me because man, I almost like dropped everything that she instilled, instilled in me, man. And I would say, forget it, man, But I believe what she said, man, and so I continued my programs, man, and I went to the board like a year later. Due to the grace of God, man, they found me suitable, man.
Yeah.
Here I came out here stressed out, didn't know what to do. Me and her had plans, man. We were gonna, do things, but to the grace of God, he blessed me with another woman, man. That instilled that same thing that my wife instilled in me, and
Yeah.
man, my life is good, man. My life is good. I'm blessed. Fall movement is, keeps me grounded too, man, because that's the programs that I ran in prison.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to bring it out here too, man. I was running recovery groups and anger management group that taught me how to be patient, with myself, and it gave me all the tools to to ignore all the triggers that I had.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to bring that out here, man, and give it to somebody else that out here, and so the full movement thing, man, I love it, man. I love it. And I stopped drinking, man, like I think it was April. No, I think it was April. We had our last function with the march that I think it was the Uso Junebug's house. That was the last time I drank, because me and my girl got into an argument because I was driving home drunk.
Oh.
And my girl's like, man, we just had a big ass argument, and she was right. She was right. That was the last day that I touched alcohol, man. And my life has been good. It's been beautiful, man. And
That's good.
see my nephew right here, Cyrus, doing his thing, man. I'm very proud of him, man. And the rest of my my nephews and nieces out here, man. I don't want to see them go through the the struggle and the stuff that I went through, and I don't want to see them in prison. So
Right.
today that's what I'm doing, man. I'm continuing to serve. Lekua, man. Lekua is the first thing. In our fall movement, you guys see the hand pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, man. More Lekua. Without the putting that implant that thing into our fall movement, man. None of this would be possible without him. So yeah, man, that's my little spiel, man. But